Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Topher. I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm also on a limited budget. And I wanted to demonstrate it was possible to enjoy good quality beers without having to break the bank. So I'm always looking for the best deal on this channel. I think I found a pretty good one today. The gang at Belmont Station, located at 4500 Southeast Stark, here in Portland, Oregon, hooked me up with the hand truck pale ale from Barley Brown's Beer is how you say that. Barley Brown's Beer. Hand truck pale ale. Anyway, $2.49 is what I paid for this 12-ounce can, thanks to the guys at Belmont Station. This has an ABV of 5.9. Typically, American pale ales come in between 4.5 and 6.2 on the ABV scale. Also has 50 IBUs. Typically, American pale ales come between 30 and 50 on the IBU scale. So it's about high end on the ABV scale, and also high-end on the IBU scale. Barley Brown's is out of Baker City. Baker City is about 310 miles east of the greater Portland area. The hops that comprise this beer are Citra, Simcoe, Mosaic, and Centennial. According to the site, now the site lists this beer as an American Pale Ale. I think it might even say, no, it just says Pale Ale on here. If you go to Untapped, it calls it an Aussie Pale Ale. So I think somebody has made a mistake at the description on Aussie. If you go to Barley Brown's site and you are looking for this beer on their descriptions, you want to look under the category of hoppy. They have, I think, about 5 different categories. This falls under hoppy. 3 of my friends, those being Doc Lock, Sour Ginger, and Jamison, collectively have given this beer a 3.42 on Untapped. Otherwise, 4,735 of us have given a cumulative score of 3.84. Beer Advocate has had 65 rankings with an average score of 4.15, very high, and an overall score of 90, which on their ranking is outstanding. This beer is 1 week short of being 3 months old, so it's well within range for an American Pale Ale. I think I've covered all the basics on this. I think it's time to actually crack this bad boy open and get some drinking done. I've never had anything from Barley Brown's before, so this is another Oregon brewer who I am uninitiated. And the thing about American Pale Ales is that they are a variation of the Pale Ale that came from Great Britain, UK. So they're super hoppy. In fact, when you, if you're ever wondering about the American version of a variety of beer that started someplace else, always assume that the hoppiness is what makes it American. American Pale Ales also are one of those varieties where you could have any number of things. A Pale Ale could go sort of the bready, toasty, yeasty route. It could go a super fruity, hoppy route. It can really go in either direction. I'm going to describe this as a medium-low carbonation. I've still got bubbles going, but there's few and far between. There's plenty of traffic going on, but it's not what I would call medium-high. I'm going to refer to it as medium-low. That head is very wispy. It's already gone. I've barely poured it, and it's already out. This is a very golden color. Might even go so far as to, well, yeah, I'm going to call it golden. It's got a little bit of a hint of orange to it, but maybe just a hint of orange. It's not so cloudy that I can't see my hand through on the other side. And let's give this a quick beard wipe, see what I encounter. Hops, that's for sure. What was it, 4 different hops? Yeah, Citra, Simcoe, Mosaic, Centennial. Those are pretty standard hops, actually, for an American Pale Ale. Let me check my, let me put my snaz in and see what else I can encounter. Super fruity, and as I saw, it got really high marks among the reviewing community, so I'm kind of looking forward to this. Well, I'm going to quit yapping my flap. I'm going to start drinking some beer. Cheers. I will describe that as a medium-low mouthfeel, not a lot of spikiness to it. Very refreshing, no real alcohol burn. Crisp, sort of a... I'd say the hoppiness is actually tempered by the malt. There's a little bit of bitterness, but it's not overly so. The initial and secondary taste are actually sweet, with just a hint of bitterness below that. This is actually a pretty good beer. And I know I've been saying how I have to start being a little more discriminating with some of these beers, but I tell you, was in such a beer desert for so long with Las Vegas that it's great to come up here and find good quality beers, especially at good prices. That's the other thing, is I could find decent beers in Vegas if you're willing to spend $5, $6, $8 for this. $2.49 for a 12-ounce can for craft beer, that ain't bad at all. Especially one that arrives to you less than 3 months old. Okay, so what to give this beer? It's a really good beer. I think I think the beer itself deserves a 4.25. It's going to get that extra 0.25 for arriving in a can for an overall score of 4.5 on the 5-point scale on Untapped from me. I will definitely be checking out more beers from Barley Browns, especially considering they're as close as 310 miles east of here. And yeah, this is definitely a good beer. I would definitely recommend you pick this up, especially at a price like $2.50. Well guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Fat 50 and Running a Marathon. And until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers!